Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We're getting closer and closer to those Fed minutes. Tomorrow is the day. Let me go ahead. Whoops. Clicked the wrong thing here on YouTube. All right. So what's going on? Marshall, good morning. Joey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. How'd you guys do yesterday? Green day? We were green over at DTC. Caught some Tesla call options. Did well with those. Let's see what today holds. Let's see what stocks are moving around today. So Carvana, Generac Carnival, Twitter, of course. What's Carnival doing? Carnival with a little push up here, a little gap up today. Carnival rallied 3.6% in pre-market after the cruise line operators said the 7-day period from March 28th through April 3rd was the busiest week for new cruise bookings in the company's history. Wow. What? What did they do? Had some crazy specials going on. Dwayne, good morning. All right, guys, give me a second here. I'm going to send out a tweet, let everybody know we're live. Yeah, I see here they were doing a lot of specials last week of March on Carnival. Guys, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button for me. Helps out tremendously. Spfm is up 140%. What is that about? Definitely one that we're going to have to put on the watch list today. No doubt about it. Green, Dwayne, awesome. Glad to hear it. All right, so what's the news on this SBFM? That's a huge move so far. SBFM. Up 130% right now. 8 minutes ago. Sunshine Biopharma newly designed mRNA molecules prove effective against multi-drug resistance cancer cells. This is definitely one we've watched before. We created this line on March 9th. Is that around here? No, that's the 15th. Here it is on this gap up. Wow, we made this line on this gap update right here. That gap update. We made this line here. We talked about this 275 holding support. We're well above that now. So it's not like we can look for that line to now become a level of support. We could definitely watch these 350s unless this thing just goes insane in pre-market and goes to $6-7, and then at that point we'd have to watch $5. But I like these 350s. I like that little 350 pivot there on the daily chart. Israel, good morning. So we're definitely going to go ahead and put this one on the watch list straight away before we do it, before we even do anything. For sure, putting this one on the watch list. All right, so Spfm. Effective against multi-drug resistant cancer cells. Watching the 350 area for support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 5. We'll see, you know, if it goes crazy later on and gets up over $7 or something, then we'll have to change the plan out. For now, we'll leave it as this. Do you guys have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you? We can go ahead and start jumping into those. Young HD. All right, we'll look at that one. All right, so HD, Home Depot. Home Depot just bounced off of a key level of support here recently. My pop filter's acting up. Okay, so Home Depot popped off of this level right here in that 300, 290s area right in here. You could see it clear as day right there. You had support here, and then we jumped off of it right here. So that would be the line in the sand. The thing with this is if tomorrow, for any reason, you know, Fed minutes come out a little bit too hawkish, market starts to pull back, you might see that level crack. It's possible, but this is a tremendous level. It's an important level. Here you go again. So this is a big, big level on Home Depot. We did get a death cross here recently. You can watch that 50-day, see if it acts as resistance as it moves on down. So those would definitely be the levels to watch on Home Depot. Jackie, good morning. Kesher, good morning. MULN. You know, that one is one that is definitely on my watch list. Just back burner for now. I like how we're consolidating. I like how we're consolidating here. A little bit of a little bull flag going on here. Depending depending on its action and how the market does tomorrow, if we can get down here again and hold this level and do something like that off of it, I might go ahead and get long this thing for a swing trade. Get long this thing for a swing trade, see if it can give us something like this. So that's what I'm going to be watching for on MULN. If it gets down here to the 50-day, you know, my stop would definitely be under the 50-day. So my stop would be under $2. So definitely something to keep an eye on. All right, guys. Any other names you want me to look at for you? Hey, we just broke 500 members over on the Discord as far as like the free part of it. That's pretty cool. If you guys are interested in joining DTC Lite, 2 weeks for free right there. All right, you guys have any other tickers you want me to look at for you? Or any questions, if you have any questions on how do you trade a specific chart pattern, or any questions on risk management, anything. No, I don't know, maybe. It's not too far away, Jose. It could go to $3. I mean, it's only 20 cents. Anything can happen. It's not far away at all. But my target on this, if I'm able to get into it, is going to be 4 and 5. These 4s. And then these 5s, which was previously a big level of support. CEI. I mean, this thing is, there's nothing here. It's funny, I've been asked about this one multiple times over the last 2 or 3 days. I feel like there's a lot of people stuck in this thing right now, and there's just nothing going on. There's nothing. It's under $1. It's over the 50-day, but it's under the 200 and the 100. This is a major resistance level right here across the 200-day moving average. This price level alone, resistance, previous support. This is an important price level on this stock, and we're underneath it, well underneath it. GFAI. This one's almost like coming up every single day on something, huh? It's still trading inside of this channel, 140 to 216. Needs to break up and over. If it can break up and over this channel, it's got room to 3. Twitter's right in front of the face of that 200-day moving average, which is a major resistance zone for now. This is an important price level here on Twitter. It needs to get up and over that level, and at that point, it's got room to 56, 55. Yesterday, we drew this line at 52. We got right up into that level. This, as a matter of fact, Twitter yesterday reminded me a lot of that BABA trade we did in the chat like 2 weeks ago. Very similar move to that BABA trade. Yesterday, what we caught was Tesla. Yesterday, we caught this pullback here in Tesla. That was a nice little pullback in Tesla. We caught that move. Made some money with call options off of an entry in here. That was a real nice trade. Let me see, I'll tell you right now. So yesterday, long Tesla $1,100 strike, April 8th expiration, call, 2605 entry, stop on your 9 AMA area, taking some profits 28, 27.75, 29.35, and 31.65 from 2605. So that was a really nice trade. All right, so Oxy. Not much going on here right now. We're just trading sideways, consolidating above 55, 56. Consolidating above that level. That's it. There's really not much to it. Got a little bit of a downtrend resistance line here. You know, if you can pop your head up above this, you're going to want to see a volume increase. See if it can get through that level and make a push to new highs. New highs from this consolidation, not new all-time highs. ATER, that one was making some noise yesterday morning. We drew this line. That's funny. That's funny. Look at where we found support at the end of the day. We drew this line yesterday when this was going on. We drew it in chat when this was going on. You'll see. This line was drawn yesterday the 4th at 10:37 a.m. The box said it right there. So we drew this line. This line coincided with VWAP, but it also coincided with a daily level. We'll zoom in here on the daily chart. You can see it right here. Previous support right there. Same line. As a matter of fact, we'll just turn this into a daily. There you go. That's where we drew that. That's where we drew that line. See, support here and support here. You can see that. It's clear as day. And then you switch this to a 3-minute chart. Look at that hold. I think some people in chat caught this trade after we went over it. Look at that. Then poop, new highs. Sideways consolidation, gave up in the afternoon and tapped it right there before the close and bounced right off of it. And now today we're up here higher, so not bad. I would watch and see if it can at least get up and over these highs and hold $4. If it can hold $4, it coincides with these tops here on the daily chart, these $3.90s to $4. Previous support here, here, resistance here. I'd watch that level. See if it could get up over that level. AMD. AMD's not doing a whole lot right now. It's got the death cross going on here on the daily. Boom. You can see that right there. Well, watch and see if that 50-day moving average can hold resistance. It has been a level of resistance previously, as you can see. Now we've gotten that cross. Right here is resistance again. Now we've gotten that crossover. Look. 50-day moving average is the blue line. Resistance. 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 We broke up above it, but then we gave it up. Now we've gotten the death cross right here. So now we want to see if this 50-day moving average right here is going to be resistance. That's what I'd watch for on AMD. And then this $100 support zone. Major support zone on AMD. CNP. Let's take a look at that one. Wow. My God, this thing was at 12 bucks. I mean, this is going to be a big level for this stock. See, I drew that line across those tops. Scroll back. Look at that. Look at that. There's a big level. I'd watch for resistance to start to kick in there for a while. See if we can get a pullback back down into like 29, something like that. Over time. But that's going to be major resistance up there. The SPY is a no touch for me today. No calls, no puts. This is a no touch for me today. Tomorrow is when I'll be looking to trade the SPY after the Fed minutes come out. Guys, remember yesterday we didn't do free chat Monday? We're going to do it today. All right? We're going to do it today. We'll do free chat Tuesday. So you can click that link right there and come join us in chat for free today, all day. So the SPY, yeah, it's a no touch for me today. I think it'll be a little bit choppy, difficult to trade. The SPY wasn't even that easy to trade yesterday. It's got a nice little uptick here. And it really didn't start making a move until later in the day. And you can see it's just very sideways action yesterday. You know, comparable to something like Tesla, which was a monster. You know, we caught a nice trade on Tesla yesterday in here. God, did we leave money on the table. I never would have imagined Tesla would have made that kind of move yesterday. And then after it did break through the 1115, 1120 zone that we have been identifying and trading puts off of recently, it never really gave a pullback into that level again to test it. It just kept drifting higher and higher and higher. So only just a one trade yesterday for me. Yeah, so I'd suspect the SPY to possibly be a little bit choppier. You know, maybe you can get some puts, write it back down here, really small trade to like 453. But I just suspect the SPY will be very range bound, very small, leading into tomorrow with the Fed minutes. BFRI has been going up for a week. Any news? Not sure. Let's go check. Four days ago, they reported their fourth quarter and full year 2021 results. So there's that. That's probably the cause for this little run up. But this thing's still, it's still beat up big time. It's got to get up over 5. It's got a long ways to go. All right, guys. Any other tickers or trading questions you want to ask before we start jumping into news and such? Guys, do me a quick favor. Remember to hit that like button. 25 people watching the stream, but we only got 14 likes. Help me out there. There we go, 15. Keep them coming. Let's get closer to 20. Helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, guys. It really does. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask. All right. Any other names? 18, 20 likes. Bam! You guys are awesome. Love it. Love it. I only get to know whether or not you're enjoying and like everything when you hit the like button and when you comment in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just a guy talking into a microphone and a camera that sits in front of one of my computer screens. Outside of that, I don't know what's going on the other side of the screen. All right, so any other questions or tickers before we jump into the news and scans? SE and OKTA. I mean, there's really not a whole lot going on here. You can just look at the size of these candles. This thing is extremely range bound. You can watch and see if this 50-day moving average holds support. It coincides with previous support there and resistance right here. We're above it, so you'd expect that level to now become a potential support zone. OKTA. The same with OKTA. This is very, very range bound. And it's tiny little ranges that it has. This thing really doesn't even have any pattern right now. It's just stair-stepping its way a little bit lower here. You're going to have some potential resistance here at 171. And you have a little bit of potential support here at 152. So that'd be like a little channel to watch. The 50-day moving average has been a tremendous level of resistance on this stock. So until that changes, I would expect the downtrend to continue. Look at all that resistance on this stock at the 50-day. CXDC. Nothing shows up. Spfm, yep, we did that one already. We'll look at it again in a little while to see whether or not we stick to the same plan we went over. Nice, Joey. Congrats. Good job making that green. Twitter with a little pop here now. Our $55 zone is going to be a tough resistance zone on it. Looks like we're going to get up in there. UPST. UPST hasn't done much lately. Well, you can. It's under the 50-day moving average right now. Is that really what happened, Young? UPST, watch and see if it can get up and over that 50-day moving average, which is this blue line that I have here on my daily chart. It's underneath it. It's holding it down so far. Young, is that what happened? Is there an article out there? That's funny. Yesterday I tweeted out to Elon. I said, just get your board seat and then do some stuff. That if you want to know what I said, just go look at the Twitter. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. Here, if you guys don't know where my Twitter is, I'll give you the link right now. And you can see yesterday's tweet to Elon. Last night. Hey, where did my tweet go? Did they delete it? Elon's not going to like that. Dude, my tweet is not out here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, I said, at Elon, Elon Musk, forget the passive state. Get your board seat and take all these. I'll leave it at that. You guys can go check out the Twitter and find it for yourself. I'm not going to read it on YouTube. YouTube already hates me. That's what we're trying to figure out, Mahesh. We're trying to figure out if there are any good stocks to watch today. So far, we got one on the list. That's awesome, Young. Let's see what happens. So, all right, we've gone over a few of these names. Do you guys have any others you want me to look at for you real quick? Or do you want me to just jump straight away into the news and the scans and start putting some names on the watch list? So far, we only have one. Yep, here it is. Breaking news. Elon Musk to join Twitter's board of directors. Boom. Love it. Oh my God. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. Sorry, guys. Had to get that. T-Cat. Twitter to the moon? That's funny. So T-Cat. Twitter has a lot of room, though. And definitely one to keep on watch. T-Cat made a really nice move already. I think it needs to relax. And I think the level that it needs to hold is going to be this one. It's got to hold like 350-ish, 340. You can see here, clear as day, previous support zone. And then it turned into resistance on that one. Right? And then we got under it and we never got above it until now recently, over the last couple of days. That level also coincides a little bit with this 100-day moving average. This 100-day moving average is right here, this white line on my screen. So now we're above this level, okay? You don't want to see it hold that. If it can hold that, then maybe it can slowly get up here towards 5 again. But right now, it's not looking the greatest. Right now, it's not looking the greatest at all. Twitter has room. It's got room. This was an $80 stock. Got all the way down here to the 30s. We're all the way back here in the 50s. I know that if I got long Twitter as some sort of swing trade, whether it would take a year or more, right? And I got long in the 30s, I'd probably be taking some profit off here in the 50s. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about Twitter, but I feel Twitter's outdated. Maybe it's a good thing, obviously, that Elon's involved now. I feel like Twitter... the only reason I have Twitter is because of the stock trading community. Otherwise, I wouldn't have Twitter. I really wouldn't. So I say that because for me, I wouldn't think that Twitter is a $150 stock, in other words. So it's not like I'm going to buy it in the 30s and 40s and then hold it over 100, because I don't think we're going to get there. Maybe Elon comes out now and does some crazy stuff and it does do that over time. Maybe. I don't own any Twitter. I'm not, the only way I have Twitter could be through ETFs. Outside of that, I don't own Twitter directly. But Twitter does have more upside, in my opinion, if it can get up over this 200-day moving average. You got room to 55, and then over 55, you really have room to 60, the high 60s even. So there's a lot of room in Twitter, so it's got to be kept on watch. Especially with Elon at the helm here, asking for a board seat, getting his board seat. It's gone from passive. Yesterday's press release was that it was a passive investment. Now today, it's looking like my guy is like, yep, I want a board seat. So this is starting to smell of a hostile takeover. Simple as that. And if that happens, then think about it this way. Elon Musk, Tesla shareholders, cult-like stock can translate on over to Twitter. And then things change. You could see Twitter get to 100. You really could. So it's time to start watching this story pretty closely. And, if Elon starts making these moves, maybe it's time to buy a little Twitter. Even a little bit. I might consider it. And not something that I'll hold for the next 20 years, but maybe hold it for the next couple of years or something like that. Maybe. Because if Elon's going to do a hostile takeover of Twitter, which would be awesome, then I mean, I like it. I like the story. I like where it's heading, and I think we could see a lot more upside in that case. So we'll see. So yeah, live slot play, maybe Twitter to the moon. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Here you go. Elon Musk will join Twitter's board of directors after taking a 9.2% stake in the social media company, according to a release filed with the SEC. So there it is. All right, Spfm, we already have on the watch list. So far, it is holding above this $5 zone. I'm watching to see if we can get a pullback back down here to 350, but it's looking like we might just hold above these levels. If that's the case, then I'll be watching for like the 480 to hold support, $4.85 area to hold support off the bell. So we'll see what happens on that one. PPGH, no. Archon with another little pop here. This thing didn't trade much volume. Not a fan of this chart. This chart doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. ATER, if it can hold above 4, it'd be interesting. So ATER, one of yesterday's runners, watching for continuation. Watching for the 390 area to hold support. Could have room towards $4 to $5, really. So could have room towards $4 to $5. So we got SBFM, ATER. Don't like the daily chart on GFAI. Definitely got to put Twitter on watch now. Again. Twitter watching for the $52 zone to hold support. Elon taking a board of directors seat, watching for the 52 area to hold support. Could have room towards 55 to 60. All right, let's see what else we got out here as far as news goes. U.S. stock futures dipped Tuesday after back-to-back gains on Wall Street. The Nasdaq advanced nearly 2% to start the week as Twitter's 27% surge on Elon Musk's new stake in the social network sparked a rally in tech stocks. Twitter added another 5% in Tuesday's pre-market on news Musk will join Twitter's board. The stock market has entered a seasonally strong period, with April typically being one of the best months for equities. In fact, according to data from MKM Partners, the S&P 500 has averaged an increase of 2.4% in April over the last 20 years. The index has also posted an April gain of 16 of the last 17 years. Amazon on Tuesday announced a major commercial rocket deal, signing on with 3 companies for 83 launches of its Project Kuiper Internet satellites. One of the companies is Amazon founders Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. Okay, so we got that. All right, nothing else. All right, nothing else. Let's take a look at some more of these scans. We already know Twitter and went over that one. Okay, here are my Traded the scans Archon, SST, REE, and ATER we already went over. So Archon, not a huge fan of this level here. That 150, I think, is going to be a strong level there. SST, no, not much volume. REE, coming on back down. And we already went over ATER. We already went over that. If you guys are interested in trade ideas, 15% off code here. Yannick, good morning. Oh, nice. Be careful. Drive safe. Guys, remember today you can join us for free in the Discord. We usually do it on Mondays, but we postponed it and did it today, Tuesday, because, you know, today is the day before the Fed minute, so I want to make sure we go over everything's, you know, in order today and be safe out there. So free chat Tuesday, you can come join us today in the chat room. All right, let's go look at Tesla, which is one that I'll be definitely watching today. Yesterday we traded Tesla, did very well on it. All right, so I'll be watching the 1120 zone on Tesla. See if it pulls back into that level, hold support. If it does, for a move back up towards 1174, 1170 area. So Tesla watching for the 1120 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 1170s. If I don't think today we get drastic pullbacks, unless we get some pullbacks in the afternoon. But no, I'll be watching for that on Tesla. So far we got Spfm, ATER, Twitter, and Tesla all on watch. Do you guys have any other names you want me to look up? Elon Musk to join Twitter's board of directors teases significant improvements. Nice. It's wild. You know, we really thought everyone, the way he worded everything made it seem like he was going to start his own social media platform. But he was smart about it. Think about it. Would it be worth it for him to go off, start a brand new social media platform from scratch? Does he have the money for it? Of course. But work harder or work smarter. The way he's seeing this more than likely is Twitter already has the platform. It already has the audience. I'll just take it over. That's what he's doing. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know what? We're going to do a little poll here. All right, let's go. Cast your votes, guys. Cast your votes on that poll. Are you happy Elon is taking over Twitter? I want to see what these poll results are. Cast your votes there. Let's see how it goes. So far, 100% says yes. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what you guys think. In the meanwhile, let's go look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA up here over the 100-day moving average. You know, if it can hold that level, it could get yourself a nice little bounce back up here into the 280s. You can keep eyes on that. AMC, guys, we called this beautifully all the way back down here to 2021. We got all the way down here to 2190s. GME is at this 165 level. This is an important level for GME. It really needs to hold on to that level. If it does not, then we might see it fade back down here to the 130s. We talked about that split news being fluff, and sure enough, so far that's exactly what it's been like. Nothing but a big old fluff. All these meme stocks coming on back down to some reality here. All of them together. Spfm starting to pull back a little bit here. We'll see if we can pull it back in here to 5, hold support there. All right, guys. So we got our votes out there. It seems like 100% of people who voted in the poll are happy that Elon has made the moves he's made. That's cool. First poll we ever do here, guys. We've never done a poll. That was cool to do. We'll do more of them. We'll do more of those. All right, so it's looking like that might be some of the last pieces of news to come across here, guys. Typically, these days like this before the Fed minutes are pretty lackluster. Yesterday, we had some nice bounces on stuff like Tesla, and then we had some chop on other stuff. ATR made a nice little move. Today, you know, I'll be watching SPFM and ATR and Twitter the most. I'll definitely keep eyes on Tesla, see if it pulls back into the 1120s and holds and bounces off of that. But I think it'll be another small watch list type of day, which is fine because, you know, it allows you to hone in on these stocks a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. But, you know, I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 and we'll start going over everything again. And then tomorrow is a big day because tomorrow we have the Fed minutes and we'll be looking to see whether this Fed wants to be hawkish or not. Jerry, I like that. Because that was fun. And now I'm going to do it. Should we do more polls? Boom. Dude, I got nothing to lose with my clown stuff, bro. I got nothing to lose, my man. Oh my god. This is too funny. Alright guys, we got about 8 minutes. We got about 8 minutes. We got about 8 minutes before I have to put the final touches on the watch list, get them sent out over to Jonah so he can send it to everybody's emails, and then hop on over to the Discord. Alright? Dude, I got nothing to lose, man. Like, not on YouTube anyways. It's like, this is just a fun project at this point right now. What do we got? What do we got? What are those results looking like? Oh, we got the same 6 votes coming across. And the results are in. 100% said yes, we must do we must do more polls. Well, there it is, guys. You guys voted for it. We will do more polls. We will do polls just because we can do polls. That's too much. All right, guys. Any last minute questions or any last minute names you want me to look up? Are we? Yeah, you're right. It's like slowly on its way there. I'm so upset at myself, man. I thought this market was gonna go lower, and I was gonna probably be able to buy Facebook like at 140 or 160. I still think I still think the SPY goes low, not necessarily lower, but I don't think that we make new highs. I still think we get back down here at least. Like the reason being is very simple. This was that very hawkish Fed minutes. That right there was a very hawkish Fed minutes. Okay. Then we had this, what I called the suckers rally on social media. And then we imploded, right? No biggie. Then we recover a little bit. And then we have Russia-Ukraine. Okay, we have Russia-Ukraine. Then we recover a little bit off of that, a little more uncertainty. And then, oh my God, Jerome Powell said there's not going to be a high likelihood of a recession, which I still call cap because next year I think we have a recession. Okay, I called this move last year in the SPY. And now I'm saying that I think next year we have a recession. Just like I said before, it was popular to say that in May we're going to get 50 basis points. I've been saying 50 basis points since January for May. And we're going to get more than likely 50 basis points in May. So I still think that the SPY, let's say we're going to ignore Russia-Ukraine. I still think we get down here at least. I think this is where we get to now. 440s, 430s. I think tomorrow's Fed minutes, if they come out hawkish, and we're going to trade it to the downside or the upside, depending how the Fed minutes read, right? If there's verbiage regarding balance sheet runoff and being aggressive with that, then I think, look, there's a lot of people who tuned off the stream when I started clowning. They're missing out now on gold, right? So if we get verbiage regarding balance sheet runoff where the Fed says we're going to be actively selling off assets, right? If they say something like that, instead of saying we're just going to let it run off, completely just boop, fall off the balance sheet, that's going to be actively taking liquidity out of the market, then I think we get into 440s for 430s. I think that's what happens. So we'll see. We'll see. Look, the SPY's already getting scared as I talk. So we'll see what happens there. That's my thought. And then we have to watch out for something. I'll show you right now. Shoulder, head. If we do what I'm thinking, if the Fed comes out hawkish, right? We could do, and I'm doing this very, very quickly here because we're running out of space on the chart. I think it would take a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months to complete, maybe even more, to complete a right shoulder. And then you'll have yourself a reverse head and shoulders on the SPY. Who knows? Maybe it'll be pretty elongated and maybe it'll happen by the fall or end of year. And it's not to say that I think, oh, next year we're going to make new all-time highs. I honestly don't think we make new all-time highs this year. I've said it many a times. It's all over social media, on my Twitter, on YouTube, in the Discord. I haven't been shy about it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think we make new all-time highs, right? So next year, I don't think we have a high likelihood of making new all-time highs next year. Buy puts, yeah, I'll buy puts tomorrow if the Fed minutes call for puts. If the Fed minutes are dovish, then they're calling for call for calls, and I'll get calls. I'm a trader. I long-term invest as well in my investment accounts, but in my trading account, I'm a trader, and I'll trade puts or I'll trade calls or I'll buy stocks or I'll short stocks based off of the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. So tomorrow, when we're in the Discord and we're live and we're going over everything and the Fed minutes come out and we're reading through it together, I'll make that determination tomorrow, just like I did, every other time we've had Fed minutes and Fed meetings live in chat. Jerry's one of our members there. He knows we've done it together. We've hit up real good trades during those conferences. All right, guys. So it's time for me to get ready to rock and roll here. Put the final touches on the watch list. The watch list right now, like I said, Spfm, ATER, Twitter, Tesla, and then scanners. And we'll see what happens. Bangers, that's right. They've been bangers. And we'll see what happens with scanners the rest of the morning. We'll see if anything new pops up and then attack accordingly. I'm probably going to be very watchful this morning, a little bit careful to see what happens with stuff like Tesla and SPFM that has made, SPFM, huge move in pre-market. Tesla, just a huge move on the daily period. It's due for a pullback, like a significant one. I just don't think it happens necessarily today. I think it'll wait for the Fed minutes. So we'll see what happens. It's 9 o'clock. I got to hop on over to the Discord. If you guys want to join DTC Lite or DTC Pro, here you go. $50 off DTC Pro. And Friday, DTC Lite, 2 weeks for free. So 2-week trial there. Go ahead, click, ask away any questions. Good luck today. Stay disciplined. Let's have, a killer Tuesday. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. here on the live stream, or if not, over on the Discord. Have a good one, guys. Later, Andre.